Well, hello everyone. My name is Rich, and I am not with Grid and Go. I'm with myself. I'm Rich DelMazzio. I own Rich PC. I build PCs and I sim race. And for many years, starting from 2012, I sucked. In fact, for many years, I sucked. I was under 1,000 I rating for many years in road. That's what I do. That's my jam. And I decided to take it a bit more serious at a given point, and I started doing that. I started learning a little bit. I started like watching lap guides and stuff like that, and grew over 1,000 I rating, and and then I kind of hit a wall. So today, I'm hoping that I can show you what I've done to raise my skill level. Um, Now I race at like a 3K I rating, and hopefully it's going to continue to go up. And I hope what I've done may help many of you. So the community has always given to me and taught me a bit and been very supportive. So hopefully this is my way of giving back. Now I am not affiliated with Grid and Go. I love Grid and Go. I do have a link that will show Grid and Go how many people are clicking on it, which is great. Maybe eventually they'll give me some kickback, or give me a discount. Who knows? But for now, there's really nothing in it for me except me helping you and just becoming aware of what tools you have available to you. So let's talk about 6 steps that I take or that I have taken to either A, learn a brand new track from scratch, or 2, figured out how to unlearn all of this crap right here that I have developed bad habits on certain tracks and unlearn that while using the virtual coach and the lap guides that Grid and Go has provided. Now, for a few years, I actually subscribed to VRS. In fact, there was a time where I actually subscribed to both, and then I took off the training wheels, and I realized Grid and Go was definitely the right one for me because of their advanced virtual coach. But yeah, so we're going to get into it. We're going to talk about 6 steps here. And for today, I'm going to learn the new track that just debuted for Season 3 for year 2025. It's called The Bend. So let's talk about what you need to do first. So obviously you need to, subscribe to Grid and Go. That's your first thing, and make sure you do the subscription that includes the virtual coach. That's absolutely number one. Number two, once you have your actual login and everything for Grid and Go, this is the data pack website. You need to figure out which car you're going to focus on, which series. So this is the sports car series, and this is it here for the Bend. We're going to open this up, and because this is a brand new track that I don't know anything about, I'm going to watch the guide. Okay, so David here, he's going to go over everything. Let's get rid of this and this way you can see things. So he's going to teach me now how to take each turn. And
Hello guys, David here, and we're on for a tutorial of the Porsche GT4 in the Bend. Arriving into turn 1, we are going to be braking just a little bit.
So he's going to start explaining like where you brake, why you brake a certain way, and at what percentages, and if there's a bump in the middle of the track to avoid, all these extra things that you may not get with other lap tutorials. So I'm going to watch this through, and then I'm going to follow the brake trace here and their graph, etc., and just kind of take it step by step and just get a good understanding on left, right, etc., and what gear I should be in. So that's step 2, watching the tutorial and understanding where you're at. Now, obviously, if this is an open setup, you would also download the setup as well too that Grid and Go would provide. This is a fixed setup for just a regular GT4. So I'm just gonna watch and learn.
Earlier
All right.
these panels of the Bend power 76% initial throttle, then I drop it a little bit to prevent wheel spin, and then we can go 100%. And then into the last corner here, we are going to be braking just as we are arriving on the curb, but we are not going to use it. We build up into the brake pressure.
Not using the curb.
Pressure,
Interesting.
now shifting into third gear, and then on the power we should be able to slam quite early the 100% using all the track on the left.
Great.
And that will be it, guys.
All right, so that's it. So basically that was step 2 there. So now I understand what's going on with the track. Step 3, we're going to load the session. Okay, I'm going to just move this out of the way. Let's get this going. Now, really important, you always want to make sure that you load a test drive session. You can't load a practice session where other drivers are in, because you won't be able to do one of the key elements that really can help you speed up your learning progress and hopefully prevent you from learning bad habits and prevent you from reinforcing bad habits. So we're going to load this up here, and we'll be back in just a moment. Okay, so the session's loaded. So now we need to get into step number 3. You need to make sure that you set up active reset. Okay, if you don't know what active reset, you don't know what you're missing. Go to options, go to control, and you need to assign 2 functions: active reset save start point and active reset run. Make sure that you assign these 2 options on your steering wheel or button box, somewhere that you can easily and quickly press them while you're in the middle of learning. Okay, very important. You need to make sure that you do this. Can't stress it enough. This is the only way I've been able to learn Nürburgring, by the way, because it's such a, in Nordschleife, it's such a long track. So that's step 3. All right. Now, step 4, you need to make sure that you've already downloaded your actual Grid and Go virtual coach. Okay. So I have my Grid and Go virtual coach saved on my 4th screen, which you can't see. But what we're going to do is I'm going to Alt Enter here so I can expose my taskbar. I'm going to press it 1,000,001 times. Okay. So here it is. So I have it saved to my taskbar. Okay, so when I download it, I just saved it. This is the version 31. I'm going to right-click it, right-click on this, and then run as administrator. I'm going to click yes. Okay. Click option here. This way it makes everything full screen. All right. So here's the virtual coach. It's still loading. And it didn't load all the way. I'm going to redo that. Right-click, run as administrator. Okay, there you go. I don't know why that's funny. Of course, it happens now. All right, so here we go. Here's the virtual coach. Now we're going to select this one. We're not doing the wet session. This is the correct week and year, okay, and season. And so now it's loading the session. And you have a few options here. But first, we need to adjust the overlay so that this way they are properly laid out. Okay, so I'm going to get rid of my webcam and this here just so you can see everything. So we're going to click adjust overlays, okay, and these are the things that we can move around. All right, I happen to know that these are set up in a good spot, so we're good. We're gonna save positions, lock overlays, okay, and I'm just gonna right click and close this, bring this back up. And now, because this track is new, I'm going to do the track guide first. So I'm going to select the track guide.
Just close your eyes and listen to my voice. Just kidding. Start driving when you're ready.
All right, so there's going to be a bit of an echo unless I actually mute my headset. So I'm just going to mute this now in a moment. So I'm going to click start. I'm going to click test. And what's going to happen is it's basically the virtual coach is going to tell me now what gear to be on, and you know how to approach each turn here, okay? And you're gonna hear beeps too.
Let's start with the track guide.
Okay, the beeps.
As soon as we approach a turn, I'll tell you how to brake and what gear to use. Start slow and get to know the track.
So basically, you're gonna
turn 1 heavy braking around 80%.
You're gonna hear
downshift to 3rd gear.
Okay, great. You're gonna hear beeps. You're gonna hear 1, 2, 3, bing, and that just means it lets you know when to hit the brakes. And then you're going to hear a different beep that's going to show you when to hit the gas. Okay, so here we go. I'm going to mute this now and let the virtual coach take me through this.
Turn 2, just lift. Say in third gear. Turn 3 mid-braking around 50%. Downshift to second gear. Turn 4 heavy braking around 70%. Downshift to second gear. Turn 5 mid-braking around 40%. Downshift to third gear. Turn 6 mid-braking around 60%. Downshift to third gear. Turn 7 mid-braking around 60%. Downshift to third gear. Turn 8 only light braking around 15%. Say in third gear. Turn 9 heavy braking around 70%. Downshift to second gear. Turn 10 only light braking around 20%. Downshift to third gear.
Okay, so that's the virtual coach, like turn by turn, all right? So now we're going to go ahead and get this going here. We're going to make the track guide inactive, and now we can really just start learning how to use the tools that we have. Right, so we're just going to click. You could do the turn in entry, you could do the turn exit lesson. I just typically leave these all blank and I click start here. Okay, so this way I still get my overlays, I'm going to get the beeps, and I'm going to get scored on every single turn here. It's going to tell me the difference in my speeds. You know, you can even compare your throttle and brake inputs. And I'm going to now take this one step further with using active reset. So, you know, this is kind of now like, I guess, step 5, if you will, right? So here we go. I'm going to do one lap here, and then I'm going to set my reset point. Alright, so let's see here. Those first few turns were really bad for me. Who am I kidding? Everything's bad. Yeah, it's 7.9. It's not bad, actually. Alright, this part I don't really understand. Yeah, that's
Okay,
gonna need
Rich,
some
you need
work.
to watch these track limits.
I know this is third gear for sure. This is third gear. Way too early, as you can tell from the beeps. Alright, I'm almost at the last turn here. I'm going to get ready to put down my active reset start point here. I want to do it just before I hit the line. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to do that right now. Make sure the wheel is nice and straight. Okay. So at any time now I can hit my my reset run, and I just keep going right back there. Boom. Alright, so here we go. We're going to do these first few turns here, and I'm going to really try to see if I can improve. So this is third gear. This is second gear. This is on the throttle. 10.0, okay. Alright, great. Now I'm going to go back. Turn 1 is third gear, not second gear. So let's see if I can improve here. Okay, that's a pretty good score. Alright, so just do it again for good measure here. So let's go back. Okay. Alright, I'm getting close to 8.0 each time. Alright, I'm going to move on now. So I'm going to set a new... This is a late apex here. Ah, way too early. Okay, I'm going to reset. Okay. Looks like I have these... 2 turns down. Nope. Oh, okay. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, my delta times are looking great. Right, here we go. Oh, that felt much better. Yeah. Alright, come out a little wide now, because I'm now remembering the track guide. Breathe. Brake. And then this is third. Okay. That wasn't really terrible. Way too late on the throttle there. Yeah, it sucks.
You've gone outside of track limits there.
Way too late on the brakes. Alright, well that's a whopping 157.2, which is really bad. But, you know what, for not knowing this track?
Mind these track limits, please, Rich.
It's a fun little section. Alright, so there you go. I'm improving. Let's do one more. Oh, that felt really smooth. Picked up a bunch of time there. Yeah, I'm carrying more speed there. Need to work on my lifting through here. That score is low, but wow, I picked up a ton of time. Yeah, there you go.
That lap was a
Alright, so
156.39. That's your fastest lap.
alright, so that right there is basically a nutshell. Now, sometimes it's hard to actually pay attention to exactly what you're doing wrong here, and this is where basically watching the replay really helps. So let's say I want to rewatch that lap that I just did. Okay, so we're in the cockpit view. Yeah, so this is it. So lap 8. So as I'm going through, I can actually see exactly where I scored for each turn, and I can play it slow, I can play it fast, and this is where the real learning begins, because I can watch this and see exactly, okay, I mashed the throttle a little too much, right? Now the coach is always the duller line, okay? I can see their steering input on what they're doing, okay? So it's really important to kind of always go back and analyze your data. This way you prevent making more mistakes and solidifying mistakes. So that's just really, really incredible. And obviously if you have OBS and you can just record your session, that's another way of doing it. If you're not recording it, you could just watch it live in iRacing. Okay, this data just will always follow your replay, which is great. So there you go. You can also look at the information through Garage 61. I happen to like seeing it live like this. This has just been the way that I like to, kind of understand my lap data and watching things as it's happening. Now the other thing you do is you can obviously load the grid and go when you're looking at the actual Here, let me get rid of this here for 1 second. Not only can you download the setups, but you can do their best lap, and you can actually follow the ghost car. So I'm sure you probably should know how to use a ghost car by now, if you're watching this video. But if you don't, definitely watch some tutorials. I'm sure you'll find them. So, all right. Well, that is. I mean, I think that's kind of it in a nutshell. I mean, I did a 156.3, and I think my first lap was like a high 157, right? What was it? I didn't really record laps, so yeah, I think my first lap was. Oh, there's a better way of doing this, actually. No, can't see what I'm clicking on. Yeah, 157.2, and already a second lap later, 2 laps later, I almost cut off a full second. So, still off the pace here, but hey, you know what? I'm gonna figure it out because I have the tools. So I hope that this has been helpful on understanding on just the power of what a virtual coach is. I mean, there's nothing like having live coaching, but not everyone can do that. It's time consuming. It could be expensive. Not everyone's schedules line up, and they can't really see this data the way that a virtual coach can anyway. So it's really important to have to see the data, understand the data, and then translate that data into what it is that you need to do. It's just very empowering. I mean, let's see here. There we go. Because I set my active reset time,
100%.
I don't need to actually do any prep laps because it's already here, which is great. Alright, I'm doing 8.5s here. That's fantastic. That wasn't so good. This is a bad lap.
That was a 157.36. That puts you 110, not your best.
Ah, shoot.
No, delete this lap. You've cut the track.
Yeah, that section. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, that section is really playing havoc, wreaking havoc with me. So once I figure that section out, that's like probably worth like a good half a second easily. Let's see if I can nail it. Come out wide. Shoot.
Watch the track
Nope.
limits, please, Rich.
Alright, this is the one. Promise.
Track limits, this lap will be deleted.
Wow, well this is really embarrassing. Okay. That whole middle section there is, I need to do some active reset there, right? I think I just need to go much slower through that area. Oh, I almost had it. That was...
That lap was a 156.52. You're currently 0.13 slower
This
than your
is
best.
this is a raw look at me learning. Felt good. There we go.
That lap was a 156.11. That's your quickest lap in this session. Your lap time was 156.10. That's your fastest lap today.
Alright, I'm starting to figure this out. There's a lot of room for improvement there. Alright, well that's going to do it.
That lap time was
All right.
156.33.
Well, anyway,
You're
that-
now 0.24 off your best.
Alright, so that is me learning this track in a nutshell. I have a lot of improvement to do. I'm focusing on a few things here, so hopefully I'll be able to get this thing into the 155s pretty easily once I go back and analyze what I'm doing wrong. But this is how I learn. Virtual Coach has really helped me tremendously. Leave a comment down below. I'd love to hear from you. Let me know if you use Virtual Coach or if you will start using Virtual Coach. And please, if you don't mind, use that affiliate link down below. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video and hearing all the positive comments that you have shaved 20 seconds off your lap times. I'm kidding. So anyway, enjoy. Thanks so much. Give a thumbs up if you like this video, and I hope to see you in the next one. Cheers.